What happens when a guy gets reincarnated into a space empire filled with corruption and decides to be the most evil lord the galaxy's ever seen? You get chaos, you get comedy, and somehow you get progress. This is I'm the Evil Lord of an Intergalactic Empire, a show where one man's dream of being a villain accidentally makes him the galaxy's most beloved ruler. Our story begins with Liam's first life, a man living in modern Earth. Life wasn't kind to him, betrayed by people he trusted, robbed of his fortune, and left to die alone. Liam's final wish was simple: let me live a better life next time. A life where I can be rich and powerful and do whatever I want. The universe listens. Liam is reborn in a far-off galaxy ruled by a corrupt intergalactic empire, filled with noble houses that control entire star systems. He's born into the Banfield family, a declining noble house with a crumbling territory and a mountain of debt. As a child, Liam quickly learns that the galaxy is twisted. Nobles exploit the poor, officials demand bribes, and pirates run unchecked. So what does he decide to do? He says, I'll become evil, truly evil, but not in the way you think. Liam dreams of ruling like a tyrant, crushing those below him, demanding loyalty, and flaunting his power. But here's where things get hilarious. Every evil thing he tries to do ends up helping people. He fires crooked bureaucrats, cracks down on pirates, starts rebuilding the economy, but in his mind, he's just flexing his power for fun. He calls it evil. The people call it salvation. His territory begins to flourish, and the legend of the evil but genius Lord Liam starts to take shape. Now that he's officially the head of the Banfield family, Liam sets out to create his vision of an evil empire. He starts by upgrading his military, cracking down on crime, and purging disloyal nobles. But not because it's noble. Liam just thinks it's entertaining. He also hires a mysterious android butler named Amagi, a hyper-intelligent AI in humanoid form, who becomes one of Liam's most loyal aides. Amagi quietly helps Liam behind the scenes, often cleaning up his mistakes without him even realizing it. Liam continues to impose his will, not realizing that every step he takes is improving the lives of his citizens. Meanwhile, Liam's actions start catching attention from outside his territory. Nobles who used to ignore the Banfield family now see him as a rising threat. Secret enemies begin to move. But Liam is oblivious. He just wants to live luxuriously, boss people around, and buy cool spaceships. Oh, and he really wants a fleet that looks evil and menacing, because that's what a proper villain would have, right? He also makes several declarations of evil intent, including wanting to hoard wealth and conquer planets, but all of it either backfires in a good way or gets taken out of context as genius leadership. Liam's empire is stronger, his people are happier, and the galaxy is officially starting to take him seriously, even though in his mind, he's still just playing the role of a villain for fun. With his territory thriving, Liam turns his attention to expanding his influence. That means one thing: the Imperial Academy. This is where the next generation of leaders are trained, and where alliances and rivalries are born. Liam immediately makes waves with his cocky attitude, open disdain for tradition, and over-the-top evil speeches. At first, the other nobles think he's insane. But when Liam shows his military prowess, business skills, and bold leadership, even his enemies are forced to acknowledge his strength. One noble tries to humiliate him in a duel. Liam crushes him effortlessly. Another attempts to expose Liam's evil plans, but accidentally reveals how efficient his governance really is. Ironically, the more Liam tries to intimidate people, the more they respect him. His growing network of allies includes promising commanders, loyal subordinates, and even potential love interests who find his dark persona weirdly charming. But behind the scenes, trouble is brewing. A hidden faction within the Empire sees Liam as a threat to the status quo. They begin planning to sabotage his rise. But with his natural talent, powerful allies, and accidental brilliance, Liam might just be too strong to stop. Liam looks out over his domain and says something like, "Soon, all will kneel before me. Not because I'm good, but because I'm the greatest villain alive." Liam's Sarah Banfield wants nothing more than to be evil. But the universe, it keeps rewarding him for being exactly what it needs. A fearless leader with no filter and no clue.